Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive. And she was so mad at him. Okay. So we are done, sisters, only cut about 1 minute. Okay. After that, we finished all 4 duties. We are what? We are in a state of hill. Hopefully we can finish all of this, and we are moving about where? We need to go back. Our objective now to go back where? State of total hill, not minor hill. Minor hill meaning I've done 3 of my duties, everything becomes permissible except my relationship with my spouses, with my spouse. If I've done all 4, everything becomes what? Becomes permissible, inshallah ta'ala. So it's called just major termination. I've terminated from the state of ihram. Okay. Until the Hajj.
Once pilgrims reach Mina and via Jamar al-Kubra, they stop reciting Talbiyah to cast the stones at it. It is recommended to keep the direction of the Kaaba on his left side and Mina on his right side, saying Allahu Akbar every time he passes at Jamar al-Aqaba. He may slaughter his hadi in case he is a mutamattir or qarin. It is recommended to say upon doing so, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, O Allah, this sacrifice is from you, offered to you, facing the animal towards the Kaaba. After slaughtering the hadi, he should shave off his head or shorten all of his hair. Shaving off is better, for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked for Allah's mercy 3 times for those who shave their heads off. A woman cuts only a size of a fingertip after casting Jamrat al-Aqaba, and after shaving off or shortening the hair, all prohibition imposed by ihram becomes now lawful for pilgrim, save sexual activities. This ihram termination is called the first or the minor termination. Afterwards, he goes to Mecca to perform 7 rounds of tawaf al-ifadah and 7 trips of sa'i if he is mutamattir, or if he did not perform sa'i previously subsequent to arrival tawaf for a qarin or mufrid. Once the mutamattir or the qarin or the mufrid has cast the stones, shaved off his hair, and performed tawaf al-ifadah, he would then have maintained the second or the final termination of ihram, thus to be absolved of all prohibitions of ihram, including sexual activities. It is preferable to perform these functions in the following order. 1. Cast Jamrat al-Aqaba. 2. Slaughter the hadi. 3. Shaving off or shortening the hair. 4. Tawaf al-Ifadah. There is no harm if one does a thing before or after the other, for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked about doing one thing before another, and he said, do it, it is no fault.
Any questions? Yes?
I'm slightly confused about these 4 activities you mentioned.
Yes.
At one time you mentioned 3 is adequate. I just want to understand the clarity of that part.
Any of the 3, it's called Stahallul Asghar.
Okay.
Meaning, I could change my clothes. If I've done any of the 3 of the 4 duties,
okay.
I could, after shaving my hair, I put my clothes on, I could put perfume now. Everything becomes
okay.
halal to me,
Okay.
Except having intercourse with my spouse.
Then
If I've done 4 of the 4, even that becomes called Tahallul Asghar and Tahallul Akbar.
This is only between the 3rd and the 4th item that you're able to, but you have to do all the 4. That's what
Yes, if you have to do all 4 so that everything becomes halal to you. Any of the 3, called Tahallul Asghar, all 4 becomes everything's permissible. Yes?
So the preferred order seems like the video is different than the notes. In the video it says shave and then tawaf. Here in the notes it says the opposite. The preferred one.
It doesn't matter. Because the Prophet Muhammad, they prefer it because this is what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did. Okay, that's why I prefer it, Sunnah. So, but the companion says, oh, Rasulullah, I've done slaughtering before I've done tawaf. He said, if'al wala haraj. Oh, Rasulullah, I've done shaving before this. If'al wala haraj, la haraj, la haraj. He would make it easy. So that really makes life easier. Because if everyone does slaughtering at the same time, it's not going to be possible. You got 3 million people, all of them doing tawaf at the same time, or all of them would do slaughtering at the same time. But when you have some people doing slaughtering, some doing stoning, some doing tawaf, some doing shaving, so you basically you divide them into 4 different groups. And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, by his knowledge, although there were about 150, maybe 130,000 people then, now there's like 3 million. It's next to impossible for all of them to do it at the same time. Yes?
So even if the slaughtering is not done on the same day, I'm sorry, it might be the same.
I could barely hear you.
I'm sorry, it might be the same question, but if the slaughtering is not done on the 10th, and if it's done the next day, you could still get out of ihram on the 10th?
If you've done, if
If
you've
I've done
done
the
the
three.
three, yeah.
We can get off the ihram.
Yes, yes, but except relationship,
Yeah.
so you've done any of the three. So you've done Jamrat al-Aqaba,
Okay.
and you've done Tawaf and Sa'i, and you've trimmed your hair. You're fine, 3 of the 4. So he may be doing it for you on the 12th or the 11th or the 12th or whatever. That's fine.
So if you have done 3 and if you have not done tawaf, for you to do tawaf, do you have to go back in Ihram, state of Ihram?
No, because you don't have to be in state of ihram. So if you've done Jamrat al-Aqaba, and you've done the hadi, right? And you've done the trimming of the hair, and but you could not do tawaf and sa'i, you're exhausted, fell down. So you still could wear your clothes or waiting until, if you are, that's a very good question. The scholars say, at least the scholars that I adopt, they say that unless you do tawaf and sa'i, you cannot get out of your ihram. Tawaf and sa'i is required to get out of ihram. But some people say, that's the scholar that I adopt, I'm sorry. But again, some other scholars may give you permission, says you've done any of the 3 of the 4, you could get out of it. Yes?
And isn't cutting the hair also related to the sa'i, like just you do on every umrah?
You could, you could. But if you couldn't do it, what can you do?
So you can do, you can cut your hair and then even if you have not done sa'i.
It is better to do it after sa'i.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right, because in umrah
Yes.
also we do.
Okay, so you're back in the tent on the night of the 10th, and now you have the duties of stoning on the 11th of the 12th. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his book says, وَمَنْ تَعَجَّلَ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ فَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ. Those who wants to do what's called hasten Hajj and do the stoning only for the 11th of the 12th, there is no harm, it's acceptable. وَمَنْ تَأَخَّرَ فِي يَوْمٍ فَلَا حَرَجَ عَلَيْهِ. And those who basically wants to postpone it, that's fine. So all of it is acceptable. Hasten Hajj meaning doing the stoning on the 11th and the 12th, and don't do it on the 13th. And on that, the Ayyam al-Tashriq, it's called Ayyam al-Tashriq because the people during the days of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they slaughter their slaughters, they would spread the meat to dry it up, called Tashriq. So the Tashriq meaning is basically spreading the meat out. So that's why it's called Ayyam al-Tashriq. So they are the 11th and the 12th.